My name's Roger Ambrose. I've been engaged as the art director for the new set for Screensavers here at Tech TV. And I come with about 20 years of experience of building sets for different people. And I was known by Paul Block. He gave me a call and said, come up to show us what you can do.
I've worked with Roger before. He's a wonderful designer. Very clever, creative, talented man. Really loves doing his work. I remember the last series he did for me. I had to talk to him. I had something really important to talk to him about. And in about 2 weeks, he disappeared on me. And I finally get a phone call, some wavering signal, that he was in the jungles of Guatemala on some kind of job. I never asked him what he was doing there.
So I came up with about 25 ideas of just architectural ideas that were choices for everybody here at Tech TV to choose from. And they narrowed down to 3 or 4 pieces from other pictures. So here's quick shots. This was one of the pictures that I pulled out of a magazine. It had lots of furniture in it. I just put a carpet so that they could just see the space. This was just something that caught my eye. Never dreamed in the world that they would choose this as their design, but it seemed to fit the direction they wanted to go. We're bringing in the arches. We're not going to be as high up. We don't need to go into this area. We'll probably ceiling of it will be up in here. But we've created not just 2 sets of arches, but 4. And they also chose elements from other drawings where they liked the staircase and the wall unit with the elements on it. Some of the coloring. When we were back here in the arches, it was a little cold and gray, so we said, let's make it copper. Let's make it copper and some green aged copper feel in the set. So that took us in a direction that we then went from this drawing up to the one up above. So I did a little bit of Photoshop changed the color a little bit. We duplicated the arches to stretch it out. I needed to keep it under a 10-foot height so we'd actually see it on camera. Anything above 10 feet, we're not going to see. You're not going to see it on camera at home. So we've condensed it down just to create the environment we wanted. And then I took it from this stage into a miniature, which we've just presented, and everybody signed off and happy with it. The whole concept behind this is not like your regular set in television where you've built an environment that is an environment in itself, and you don't see studio walls, you don't see the elements that are part of the facility. We see through these arches and we actually see the actual walls of the studio, but there are 3 or 4 layers back that there's just a lot of information that we put into the set.
If you can picture an old top floor being like the floor where they had like the elevator pulleys, okay, the gear shifts and things for elevators.
A framework, as it were, like you're in the base of the Eiffel Tower or some sort of bridge archwork. It could be some sort of a warehouse from the turn of the century, so taking a little bit of a retro feel.
It's like an expensive loft.
So after we finished doing the photo rendering, I got a general idea of the direction we wanted to go. I then move on to a miniature model. This is to help everybody see the actual set in a 3-dimensional form. We built a model. I built a model in about 3/8 scale. It allows us to take the walls out to be able to see from camera angles what the miniature would look like. Now we have set it up in the same configuration as what we are in now. There's no need really to change that. We play with the netcam area over here, and you've got the host main area in the center. We do have boot camp on the far side, camera right side. It may change and go clear across over to a new area. This new area in the background has stairs that are part of the building and not part of the set. They have a real cool look, and I said, let's incorporate that into the set. And that's how we got to the arches, so we could see through and use the money that was in the building on our set. And on the other side, we have the lab in the same general area, but we're going to clean it up and make it a little bit more high-tech, fitting within the arches. The audience is now going to sit where we're going to have a live audience over towards the lab area so that they can be a part of that and see a lot more close-up the details that are being shown on camera. So here you're seeing the window with the backdrop. The windows are a lot more expansive than where we're going. We've acquired some real factory windows that have been pulled out, and they're a little smaller in size. This is more of an expansive loft look, like it's been adapted into a living space. And we're making it a little bit more earthy.
The set is changing. Leo will still be there. Pat will still be there. Marty, Morgan, Megan, Yoshi, Kevin. Did I miss anybody? Because if I do, they get pissed off.